Hello everyone, this is KTChamberlain. Welcome to Roots of Rich Alvarez on his second movie, Arthur vs. the Druids vs. the Grail Part 2, The Revenge of Morgana. The opening of Part 2 was narrated by Doug Orfino, doing what I can only suspect is an impression of Miss Piggy. If you've seen Part 2 of Arthur vs. the Druids vs. the Grail on Space Hunter M's channel, you'll see that it suffers from a lot of rookie mistakes at the time, one of which being speaking too close into the microphone. The microphone I'm using to record this commentary does have a pop filter, but that was a recent addition for me. By the way, if you want to see the Arthur trilogy without my commentary, then feel free to see them on Space Hunter M's channel. I've posted the links to those videos in the description below. In spite of that, however, what I like about this scene is that it features music from the anime Fullmetal Alchemist, which was very popular when Richie and I were in high school, as was Inuyasha. Another thing too is that it featured Richie's cat, Howard. At first, when I saw this film in my creative writing class, and when the narrator said, "Then there's also the most recently knighted Sir Tristan," and it cut to Howard looking all cute and cuddly, a part of me thought, is that supposed to be Sir Tristan? Well, of course he's too caught up in that. He's a cat. But of course, as the movie progressed, that was not the case. If this footage looks familiar to you, that's because when Howard died in 2008, due to an unfortunate accident, Richie did a memorial special to his family's cat using this footage and spliced it to the Charlie Chaplin theme Smile from the Richard Attenborough movie Chaplin. I have a bit of a soft spot for cats, so I'm kind of like, aww, in this opening scene, especially when we see Howard walking towards the camera. You're probably wondering, what is this unfortunate accident that took Howard's life? Well, I could tell you, but if I did, it would be a major downer for the rest of this video, which is a comedy, and that's not what we're here for. And you'd say to yourself, I can see why Richie omitted that. It's like when someone dies in a very traumatic fashion, the loved ones would insist on the funeral being closed casket. That's the best way I can describe it. Rest in peace, Howard. You were Richie's favorite cat. Now, in lighter news, I should point out that Chris Muller's character Tristan was originally intended to be in Part 1, but he was unavailable at the time they were to shoot this short film, and Richie, unwilling to wait any longer than he needed to, since all of Part 1 was filmed in a single day, reluctantly had to do it without Tristan, which wasn't a big dilemma per se, because the story wasn't critically dependent on his character, although in Arthurian lore, Tristan was one of the original Knights of the Round Table. At the time, Chris didn't know Richie all that well. He was friends with Doug and Matt, but with Richie, this was where it began in terms of their friendship. After the initial success and encouragement from Part 1, Richie began work on the sequels, making this a trilogy. Thankfully, Arthurian lore is chock full of stories to draw influence upon, and in this case, the story behind Arthur's half-sister, Morgan Le Fay, proved helpful, although here she's named Morgana. Though to be fair, she is alternatively known as that, one such example being the movie Camelot, starring Richard Harris as King Arthur. As I said last time, Camelot was one of the other movies that influenced the Arthur trilogy. The only Arthurian-based adaptations I had seen prior to this were Sword in the Stone, Quest for Camelot, the 1998 miniseries Merlin starring Sam Neill and Isabella Rossellini, and the two-part episode of Justice League, A Night of Shadows, where Morgan Le Fay, for some reason, wore a mask that made her look like a Hindu goddess. I did also read some Arthurian-based literature in middle school, although I have yet to read The Once and Future King by T.H. White.
I knight you in the name of Saint Jesus, Saint Clinton, and Saint Hitler. You may rise, Sir Tristan. Yes, my master.
Sir Tristan!
Tristan!
My liege, I think Excalibur is experiencing sword failure. My liege, look at Excalibur now!
It's petite! My liege, you must go to the Lady of the Lake and power up Excalibur.
You're absolutely right. I must go alone.
Oh, I see. She is for your eyes only, my liege.
As usual, wrong again, Lancelot. It's just that gas prices are a bitch these days, and I need my holy Honda to weigh as less weight as possible.
Yeah, but if you go in the commuter lane, it'll be faster with two people, huh?
You're absolutely right. Come, Robin.
Yes, my liege.
Well, I guess it's just the two of us then here, eh, Tristan?
I've been knighted!
What?
I've been knighted! Where'd you go? Lancelot? Lancelot? Look, there she is, the Lady of the Lake.
She's not quite what I envisioned.
Robin, shut up. You and your dirty mind.
Nothing like that. Oh well.
Are you two going to shut up and get over here?
Bella.
You're getting
Sorry, Lady of the Lake.
Damn door.
Come in.
Are you two going to come over here? Shut up and get over here!
Sorry.
Arthur, hand me the sword.
Good lord, she caught it.
Now I will say the magic words. Horicahavo kalimaha shaktide. Swatnews. He freak dancing is the good anzakrachi. Hitchhikers on the roads.
The thing I like about this Excalibur is that it looks very reminiscent of Guts' longsword from Berserk, and the way it transforms into something petite when experiencing sword failure, as we saw earlier, kind of reminds me of Tetsaiga from Inuyasha. Though one wonders, how often does Excalibur experience this kind of sword failure? Is it once a month? Once a year? I know I'm totally overanalyzing it, people, but in retrospect, that aspect of Excalibur could have had potential for dramatic effect, as a sort of Achilles' heel. Not something you'd expect to see in an Arthurian-based adaptation, even if it is a parody. But I'll get more into that later on Roots of Richalvarez. I never thought I'd be in a position to say this in a video, but when I was 16 and saw these videos in creative writing, I actually did have a secret crush on Christine Alvarez, and I think it started right about here when it appears Robin's about to, well, you get the idea, to music from Cowboy Bebop. It didn't bother me that she was 3 years older than me. In fact, I dated an older girl once by the name of Raven, and she was in our same class. How else do you think I beat my brother to the prom when I was just a sophomore? For the record, Richie knew my brother before he knew me, and they're both the same age. But at one point in my early 20s, I actually did pluck up the courage and tried to ask Christine out. It didn't work. Still, it was worth a shot, and you know what they say, nothing ventured, nothing gained.
I was a witness on her death, sire.
Can somebody please get me a bag or something? I need to puke. Then who in the world did I just sleep with?
I don't know, I'm not the director.
Me, you fool! I tricked you the same way Merlin had tricked your mother into believing that Uther was my father. You thought I was Guinevere, even though Guinevere's dead, you stupid excuse for a ruler!
I feel so violated. You rapist.
It wasn't rape, it was surprise sex.
My liege, I believe the narrator at the beginning of this story said the joke already.
Shut up, Lancelot.
It's too late, Arthur. I've already conceived a son. And you know what? I'm not even gonna let you pick out a name for him. Because your family picks out sucky names. Uther, Arthur. What's that? Anyway, I'm also going to kill your precious Merlin.
No, not Merlin. He's old and stupid. He doesn't stand a chance.
That's the point. Later.
Jesus! That sucks, my lord.
Damn right it sucks.
My liege, we must save Merlin!
Oh dear. Yes, we must go.
Shit. My thoughts exactly. Yes, we must ride. We must. To Merlin's table.
To Merlin's table.
Merlin's table!
Let's go.
Yes. All right.
It's been too long, old man.
Who are you? I'm not expecting Arthur for another 5 moons. I'm also not expecting my mail-in groceries till next Thursday. And you couldn't be the man from Playwizard.
Whose cell phone is ringing?
What is a cell phone?
I don't know. So anyways, I'm not expecting my mail-in groceries till next Thursday. I'm not also expecting the Playwizard guy to deliver those magazines till Saturday. And I'm not expecting that large amount of ninjas from the East Alps of Dune Tatute till never.
What are you talking about?
It's a FedEx joke, damn it! You'll get it tomorrow. The point is, I don't know you. Who are you?
Surely you have not forgotten me. I am Morgana, and I have come to kill you, old man, so that my son Mordred can take over Camelot, and you will die say, old man? My powers are far beyond yours!
You're Morgana? So it is true. I only started using this crazy attitude a few years ago, so that Arthur would look to his own advice rather than mine. I raised Arthur as my own, and trained him to use the sword, to be loyal, and to be king. He has been chosen to rule this land till death. I must stop you!
So, I see you finally come to your senses, old man! Now, I will fully enjoy killing you, old man!
Good. Then let this judgment day be decided. Whom's what use?
It's interesting to know that in most Arthurian tales, Morgan Le Fay at one point was Merlin's apprentice, and here Morgana challenges Merlin to a fight to the death, kind of like Darth Vader with Obi-Wan, as though to say, "The circle is now complete. When I left you, I was but a learner. Now I am the master." However, it should be noted that in the sources, Morgan Le Fay never killed Merlin, but it works fine here because it helps show how formidable she is as a villain in this story. In some depictions, Merlin is also one of her many lovers, as is Lancelot. Given that Merlin and Lancelot are both played by Ritchie, I'm actually glad he didn't go that route in this case. Now here, Morgana is portrayed as a vindictive adversary to Arthur and his knights, and that's actually a fair depiction. In the future, I would love to see Christine Alvarez play Morgan Le Fay in a big-budget adaptation of King Arthur. Hint, hint.
I've defeated you.
You have beaten me!
Yes, I have. Ha
Made you look...
No! No! No!
Now nothing shall stop me and my son Mordred.
Merlin! Merlin! Where are you, Merlin? Merlin!
Arthur! Arthur!
Now, Matt Provenzel once told me that he didn't intend to laugh when they arrived to find Merlin knocking on death's door, but in his defense, I told him that it didn't seem out of character for Robin to do that, given what he does to Merlin coming up.
He will put together an army almost impossible to defeat. You must stop him.
I will. I promise.
Promise me.
I promise.
Okay.
Merlin! I will never forget you, Merlin. My brother. My captain.
What the hell are you?
I'm a knight. Shut up, Tristan, you son.
Oh!
Robin! Bloody hell! Wherefore art thou, Arthur? We must honor Merlin and beat the crap out of Morgana. Yes, I am. Shut up!
Time for a team huddle. We will convince her to the utmost certainty, and we'll be able to hack her limb from limb.
That sounds great. So what was the part with the lima beans and the car chase?
Yes, that comes right after the part where we chop off Sir Tristan's head because he's really bloody annoying.
My shoes are getting wet.
Good man, Merlin. Just a little ugly.
Yes.
Shut up, Lancelot! We must avenge him! Morgana is dead, dead, dead!
Yes, my liege.
Break!
That was my ear. Oh well.
I think he's dead. Oh, wait up, guys!
Come on, you nerd.
Then kill me! Or can you? I can take on all four of you. This will be fun.
It won't be fun when you're dead.
Oh, prepare yourselves to die!
Bring it on!
Don't worry, Tristan. I shall avenge you.
I'm ready for you. Oh?
This will be fun.
The choreography is not much to look at, but you gotta remember, this is early Rich Alvarez you're seeing, people. The sword choreography would definitely improve by Super Mario Bros. Season 1, Episode 15.
I could kill you all right now, but I'm not that privilege. I'm gonna make you suffer. I want my son Mordred to experience it for himself. I leave you now.
Robin, Robin, are you all right?
Hey, my liege! No! Robin!
We've lost hope. First Merlin, then Robin. Oh, all is lost.
Poor Robin. But you know what? Merlin told you never to give up hope.
You know what? You're right, Lancelot. Of course, now we'll have to wait for Mordred to go up and show himself before we have another shot at defending Camelot.
I'm willing to wait. And so am I.
Well, that's good, because then we can get some much-needed sleep, rest, and food. I'm really hungry. And by the way, who the hell farted?
I did, sire.
Oh, my watch is broken. What?
One, two.
I think I see the head. It's
Breathe.
right.
Breathe.
Haha, go look sleeping tonight, dude. So anyway, that was Arthur versus the Druids versus the Grail Part 2. Overall, I'd say this was a good sequel. It had great moments, both from a storytelling standpoint and a comedic standpoint. While it does have some cringing moments, the passion put into it makes up for it. So join me next time in Arthur versus the Druids versus the Grail Part 3. This is KTChamberlain. Thank you for watching.
Body, give me your body. Don't talk, don't talk, don't talk, don't talk, don't talk, don't talk. Body language, body language.